Dub off the haters.
Dub off the haters. Welcome everyone to the first episode of the Garage Podcast with me, Tom Stoneham.
And me, Jordan Stacey.
And me, Ben Hodge.
This is the first episode, so we're kind of just figuring out how this is going to go. The reason why it's called the Garage Podcast
For anyone
is...
that couldn't work out why it's called the Garage
Yes,
Podcast.
it's a bit... I mean, people might be listening to garage music constantly. But we are, in fact, in my garage. It's extremely cluttered.
Mm-hmm.
Around
us are weights,
yes.
boxes, old, by the looks of it, old model Spitfires,
Yeah.
Warhammers,
Yeah.
And a tumble dryer.
And a tumble
Tumble dryer.
And a fridge. So
A fridge.
if you ever hear us just like kind of trip over stuff, it's because we're trying to get to the fridge.
So we'll do some fridge ASMR soon.
Yes. Well, once we get a camera sorted, because we want to get a camera today. I've got one, but it's run out of battery. But next time,
There's also nowhere to put it,
there's also nowhere to put it because it is so cluttered.
which is really the main one.
I think if this does go well and we can get some money together, we should get like a I don't know.
A camera.
A camera.
A camera stand. No,
A tripod.
we should get like our own little garage. We should like
We'll
hire a
buy our
garage.
own garage.
Our
Like I
own
said,
storage space.
A nice, yes.
We'll do some
Like
garage
the one in
stores.
Storage Hunters. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We do storage hunters. It's empty. Yes, we'll buy that one, please.
So what, Tom? What are we going to expect from the Garage Podcast?
Well, there's just going to be us talking absolute garbage, because that's what we do.
Brilliant.
Because
Brilliant stuff.
I know that's basically the whole point of it, really.
I was really trying to dig in for some details there.
some
Tom.
details. Oh, do you want some more details?
So other than goofs, gaffs, laughs, and pranks, spoofs, and good times, what else could you expect? What themes?
I think the most important theme, definitely of the year, without a doubt, is Love Island.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul as well, especially Love Island.
Haters.
And Ben, who's with us, is our correspondent. So Ben, talk about Love Island. What's happened?
Wow, it finished yesterday.
Well, anyway, sorry,
But,
Ben.
So yeah, we're actually we decided
We'll-
that
we'll
Love
come
Island
back-
won't be the first
that-
topic we talk
that
about.
was
on
that
this
was great,
podcast.
Ben. We'll come back to you later.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Cheers, Ben. So no, but we're gonna just talk about themes of the week.
The music.
The musics, the films,
The video games.
the video games,
The movies.
the movies,
The TV programs.
the footballs,
The footballs, yeah.
the music festivals,
Internet memes is what they call them.
memes.
Memes.
No, I think it's GIFs. Actually.
Internet gifs and
Um,
memes.
Yes. So and just talk absolute.
Just general gubbins.
Yes. You're trying to find many ways of not swearing.
I really want to
Loads of
swear.
ways.
It's in 3 minutes. So I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, if we get past the
You
5
flipping beggar.
If we get past the 5 minute stage without any of us swearing, I think, especially me, because I swear every other sentence.
You
I
swear like a mother trucker.
I swear like a mother flipping
Like a god
silly
church.
person, like
Jake
a
Paul.
god church. So
We're in the city of England.
we're just stalling here, by the way, guys, because we're kind of just figuring out what we're going to be saying.
We're also trying to tell whether our program we're using to record this is going to crash after 5
yeah,
minutes.
so we
Like a minute ago when we recorded the whole intro and it was almost really good.
yeah, almost really good, but
Yeah.
then it crashed at eight.
5 minutes 8 seconds.
That's
not
what-
they care. No one. Well,
No-
I say they.
who's
No one's
listening?
listening to this. I mean, my mum will probably listen for the first like a minute. She'll
Yeah.
turn that off.
Mhm.
I mean, we can get our parents to listen to it, and maybe a few friends might listen. But I don't know why we're even.
We're doing this for a laugh. I
Yeah.
think it's like
Yeah.
kind of like a.
It might get better.
It might get. Well, I hope so.
I hope it gets
will get
better.
Yeah.
Jesus, Ben.
Yeah. Hey, don't. Hey.
Hey, don't blaspheme.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry for the
This is
bit of
this is
blasphemy.
the God Church here, my friend.
Yeah.
So guys.
Sorry, God,
Sorry.
our Lord.
Shall we continue before we
Let's-
keep blabbering on?
Yeah.
So we've had Love Island. We've had a fairly extensive Love Island chat with Ben. Thanks for that, Ben.
Yeah. We'll get back to that later.
Yeah,
possibly.
we'll come back to Love Island.
Maybe
anyway.
never. So what's going on? What's the haps, guys?
Should we talk about the musics?
I think we should talk about the musics.
Well, I've just come back from a festival called Truck Fest.
Yes, I don't know where was this.
It's in Oxford.
Okay.
It's got absolutely nothing to do with trucks, lorries, or any vehicles at all. Actually,
Oh wow.
it's it was meant to be a small indie festival. It turned out to be a rather large indie
Yeah, how
festival.
many people were there? Because it looked quite extensive.
On the Twitter sphere, I saw It's meant to be about 17,000, but I'm guessing there was more than that. I don't know why. I've seemed to tickle Tom with that one. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I saw some of my favourite bands, the Libertines,
Yay.
were extremely good.
Yeah.
Some small bands I saw that were pretty flipping good, as I say.
Were they really flipping?
They were
good?
really flipping good, yeah.
Yeah,
They were flipping amazing.
Great. I'm so happy about
The weather was not flipping amazing.
that. Was it really flipping bad?
It was really mother flipping bad,
oh
yeah.
no.
Bit muddy.
But there's a couple of swamp monsters there this year because it was absolutely, well, it was atrocious to say the least.
Right.
I actually have ended up waxing my own legs because I decided that I'd wear shorts on the muddiest day because I figured that, well, I don't want to ruin my trousers because I have work in like 3 days. Forgetting the whole concept of washing clothes, I forgot that existed through it. So I decided, yeah, shorts would be good. Basically, completely swamped, and the mud that was on every part of my legs basically dried up when I was watching Jaws in the outdoor cinema.
No. You
It was
watched
worth it.
Jaws? That's
Jaws.
Outdoor
awesome.
cinema.
There's an outdoor cinema,
That's
Benjamin.
pretty cool for a festival.
It's pretty cool for it's pretty flipping cool for a festival. as
Is
well.
it?
It's freaking cool, man.
Is
I
it?
feel like
It's-
I feel like flipping's going to be a constant
Oh,
word
it's-
that
it's
you're going to use.
Flipping is very close to something else that I want to keep saying, so I'm going to keep flipping saying it. You flip. Yeah. So the mud dried up on my legs, and basically, I was just sort of pulling the mud off, which was also pulling the hairs out.
Oh no.
I seem to remember being sat in my tent. Jake was already asleep. Hi, Jake. He might listen. He's,
Name
a, good,
drop.
he's a good friend.
Name
He's
drop.
a good friend. Sometimes. He was already asleep, and I just remember sort of having a bit of a breakdown, thinking, I just want to go home, peeling all this mud off my legs, and trying to find a way of having clean hands, which was essentially impossible to take up my
Didn't
contact
you just
lenses.
think, like, if I just, like, poured water on the dry mud, it would, like,
Ben,
come off
I
easier?
poured flipping loads of water on my legs, and it seemed to work for a bit, but some of it was just literally stuck. And also, it sort of felt kind of nice when I was peeling it off when I was watching Jaws. I didn't realise that I was actually pulling off my own leg hair.
Any future girls out there, if you want to get to Jordan's heart, BDSM, mud, it's perfect. Okay.
And slight digression.
It's that. All right, Ben, calm down there, buddy.
Ben, let us talk.
All right,
Jesus.
Ben, come on.
So
Calm
yeah,
down,
and
buddy.
also to top that off, after my whole leg peeling fiasco, and just being a general swamp monster, someone tried to rob me that night
Oh,
in the
God.
tent.
Why?
He just tried to rob me. I don't know what he wanted.
People who rob people at festivals, what's the point?
I mean,
It's
stealing
doing
is
that.
stealing, but
Yeah.
if you went into a supermarket and you were extremely low on money,
Mm-hmm.
maybe took a few Red Bulls and some water and stuff to feed
The family.
the family or yourself, then I almost understand it. It's still bad. It's still illegal. I'm not condoning stealing it
Of
ever.
course not.
But when you're going around festivals and just stealing stuff from people while they're sleeping, or just while they're out having a good time,
You
you
have to
nicking stuff.
You have to commend it slightly because
I don't, no, I'm not commending it to the
but
scumbags.
they're scumbags.
They're pieces of
of shh, aren't they?
sugar.
The
Sugar,
absolute
yeah.
shh, aren't they?
They're sugar heads.
But the no, you got to commend them very slightly, only because they are actually going into people's tents while people are in the tents.
No, I don't no, because
That's
they don't.
incredible that they're able to
That's
steal
worse.
It's
stuff.
not incredible. It's extremely scummy.
No, of course it's scummy. I'm just saying that you have to have a relative amount of skill to not wake someone up, even if they are passed out, and jump into that tent. And
I
grab
wouldn't
an
describe it
iPhone.
as skill.
They don't have so they don't have a particular set of skills.
Oh, I don't know. They might have a particular set of skills.
No, they might do.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
that-
didn't see the person.
That salty meme.
Wait, so you didn't steal the person?
I didn't see
the
them.
person.
You
No,
didn't
they
steal
just
the-
kicked the shit out of my tent. Oh, I've swore. It's 9 minutes.
We got
I've
to
fully-
9 minutes, guys.
They kicked the bloody poo out of my tent and tried to take my
Well,
stuff.
again, trying to make a difference. No, it's all right.
Yeah. So that was Truck
So
Fest.
that was Truck Fest.
All in all,
Yeah.
it was very good. Bit swampy. Well, was it very swampy? Couple of moments. My good friend Jake lost his phone, which was
That's
heartbreaking.
not really a surprise.
It was heartbreaking. He lost it in a mosh pit at the Wombats.
Oh, no. Wombats, man,
the
that's
yeah.
so sick.
Slaves are amazing.
I was
as
going to say,
well,
what
aren't
was the
Yes.
actual lineup? Because that
Slaves would be very good.
they? Let's find the lineup. Shall I just get my little
get your lineup up. Because
my
other
other
that's what
phones are
Slaves,
available.
Libertines, and the Wombats.
There are
That's
many
already
bands
a
there.
fantastic lineup. Although, just if how much you pay for the
Franz Ferdinand.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was 130 quid, I believe.
130
I
quid.
actually missed a band called Heinz that I really want to see,
Heinz.
which is a group of girls from Spain who are flipping good.
They're flipping good, aren't they?
But I missed them, unfortunately.
Mm.
A bit tooled up with that. I missed Pulled Apart by Horses. I think I've missed them 3 times now. It's ridiculous. Every time I go to a festival, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to see them. I miss them by
There's always
accident again.
clashes, are
Franz Ferdinand was brilliant.
there? Oh, that was
Slaves were just... They're like I think they're the first band we saw there, actually, on the Friday.
Mm.
We arrived fairly late, but I've seen them before, and yeah, I don't even just tell people how good Slaves are.
Slaves are really good.
But there was a very nice little block. So we saw Vant, Sundar Karma,
Mm.
Nothing But Thieves, the Wombats, and the Libertines, all in one
That's-
sitting,
that's
all in one go
amazing.
at the main stage on the Saturday.
Oh, that was the main stage.
That was
Who headlined?
you can't see because the
So-
iCloud's not loading for some reason, but you can just about see Mr. Motivator in there.
But that's what the vaccine. You had the vaccines. So Franz Ferdinand headline Friday. The
Libertines
Libertines
Saturday, Vaccines Sunday, who we missed because we decided that instead of having a whole day of travelling for one day, we'd just go home halfway through the Sunday,
Especially if it's in Oxford.
which I do regret. But the only bands that I really wanted to see were Cabbage and I think it was only Cabbage, Maximo Park, and the Vaccines that I really wanted to see.
See, the vaccines. I saw them in 2012 at Reading Festival, and they were just phenomenal. They were like another.
I would have loved
They're
to see
better
them.
live than they are in studio. Like their studio albums are really good, but they were just releasing their second album, I think, or just about to, and they were playing. They played No Hope, and it was just like rocking. It was so good.
I wish I got to see them, but there's plenty more opportunities for me to see
Yeah,
the Vaccines.
they're a young band after all.
But,
Did you have a nice time then? Apart from
It was a good time.
Apart from people stealing stuff and
no one stole my stuff, so I mean, it was great. The lineup was fantastic, and it sort of rescued it. The festival can't control the weather, but they
Yeah, of course
weren't
not.
very prepared for it. They didn't have any hay. Like hay, they threw down like hay like one day. To
hey,
Oh, I'll show you a photo of the swamps, mate. Hay helps.
I get what you mean.
Hay
like,
does help.
I
It
can
sort of stops
understand.
people from slipping
I
and
get what you
sliding.
mean.
Yeah.
Because like when we went Ball Masters last year, they had like hay there, even though it was beautiful
Mm,
all
you've got sand
weekend.
as
they
well.
had like hay there, like quite a lot.
Actually, I met the
It's a
Reading.
photo
Festival.
someone else took. This isn't quite. That looks like an image from World War One, doesn't it? Like the trenches.
That is the song.
It's incredible.
So is that the main stage then?
That's the main stage.
It's quite small.
This is great for radio.
Yes, guys.
I'm showing Tom a picture of a lot of mud and a main stage.
This is what we would have shown everyone if we had a camera.
Yeah.
But if you want
I'm
to,
just
if you
not
want to
showing
look at
this.
it,
There's
you'll
a lot of photos of Beetlejuice on here, so
Why is there a half naked man on there?
that's nothing
let's
to do
not
with
let's
me.
not talk about
Let's
that.
not
shall
talk
That's a
about
meme.
Jordan's
Is that
photos on
what's
his
that?
phone.
we? Is that what's
I think Hamill will know what that is. I'm sure he'll be able to work that out if he's listening.
Shout out to Big Boy Hamill.
Big Hamill swamp monster.
How
There's
it-
some more swamps there.
Oh
Look.
wow.
It's pretty. My favourite Adidas shoes. That was when they looked all right.
Well, what
they-
colour are they
They
originally?
look alright.
Shout out to Donna Stacey, who managed to recover
Who's that?
my mum.
Oh, bless her. Thank you.
She managed to clean those shoes up, good and proper.
Mums are the best, aren't they?
She's alright.
Can we just have a little moment here just to appreciate how good mums are?
Mums are decent.
Mums are.
Mums are good, yo.
Mums are. Mate, I think people don't talk to their mums enough when they don't see them for a little while. So like, if you're like living out, I apologise if there's a clanging on the way.
there's
past.
there's
There's
a
a-
young child who's gone past on a rather loud scooter.
Oh yeah, by the way, just another heads up. Because there's hardly any light in the garage, we've had to open the
garage door.
so there's light, so we can actually see what we're doing. And so you might hear things from outside, people.
We promise there are no children, or as far as I know, there are no children locked in Tom's house. Or
No, there
garage.
aren't. You can all those rumours you've heard for years upon years are now debunked. They don't have to worry about that ever. So we can move on from that,
I
can't we?
haven't. We can move on from that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, actually, we can't move on from that.
Yeah,
Mate,
yes.
have you got any interesting music things coming up? What have you been to
Coming up?
recently?
I'm going to MTV on Friday, which I know Jordan will not
Oh, that's
stand.
brilliant. That is brilliant.
And that's all you're going to ask me about
Love
music,
Jordan.
isn't it, pretty much? Yeah, that's about it, really. I haven't I managed to go
Oh,
to any
who's-
festivals this year.
I was
But...
going to say I haven't either.
Who's at MTV, Ben?
Yeah, who's at MTV, Ben?
Well, I was going to day 2 when it's more of the DJs rather than.
Busted, Little Mix.
I'm not going. Busted are there.
Oh,
But
they actually are-
Busted
they are there,
actually there on the Thursday.
That would be sick.
I think
though.
it's Busted. I'm not going on this day, but I think it's Louisa Johnson and
No
I think
idea.
it's
I don't know
Charlie
who that
XCX,
is.
and I knew
Charlie
both of you won't know who
XCX.
they are. So
I like Charlie XCX.
I'm so fancy.
She's, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I actually don't really know any of her
she-
songs.
That's
Yeah.
the only. That's the
I
only.
like
bit
Charlie
know.
XCX. She's a very good-looking lady, and actually there was one song I liked of hers.
I'm
Unfortunately-
so fancy.
It's copyright, Tom. We're gonna be.
Oh, no, it's alright as long as I sing it.
I think I'm more going.
Other songs are available.
I think I'm more going because friends are going and it's my birthday, so
What?
Yeah.
I've got to go
What's a
out
friend?
afterwards as well. What's a friend?
Yeah.
So yeah,
You're getting
pretty
deep.
much it's my birthday on Friday. So
Oh, yeah, Ben-
I've got to
Happy
go
birthday,
out and
Ben.
have
Ben
some.
turns 20.
Yeah, 20.
Well, you suddenly went. Ben turns 20 there.
20. That's quite.
Still,
went
still
Welsh.
looking
That's-
about 16, but I do turn 20.
It's crazy because I remember because I've known Ben.
Not Ben Hodge.
A,
so-
a long
since
time,
you
a
were,
very
since
long
you were
time.
like 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hello, that's my dad coming through with dogs.
Couple of doggos.
Just let her run. Yeah, I've known Ben since he was like 2 or 3 years old because me and his sister were the same year together. Shout out to Livy Hodge and Will Dennett.
And Steve Hodge.
And Steve Hodge and Sandra Hodge. Just that.
Yeah,
family.
that's,
The fam.
You can shout at my
Shout out
family.
to the
it's
whole-
nice,
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Flipping good
Ben-
guy.
yeah.
Steve.
We've known each other forever, haven't we? So
Yeah,
it's
it's been a while.
It's weird now because I'm only like 3 years older than you basically. It's weird just seeing everyone grow up. So I know these
Hope the children will come back with their
these
scooters.
kids.
This
He
kid.
needs to get his scooter fixed.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't sound very healthy.
I mean, yeah. They
I'll-
probably. I don't know if they'll hear that.
They probably won't. Anyway, continuing on.
Yeah.
I was going to say something actually. I think I've known Ben quite a while now.
You say how long have you known Ben?
Do you remember because of cricket and football?
Yeah.
And I
probably
believe
cricket.
that when we were a bit younger, we didn't get on very well, did we?
Do we not?
You
I
know,
don't think we
I don't
did.
remember
I'm
this.
pretty sure we didn't get on very well. I
Oh.
seem to remember a comment that you posted on my Facebook. I'm not going to forget this.
Oh, what,
I
what
know
was the
this.
comment?
I don't remember what it said now, but you were. This is about year
Mm.
7.
This is
maybe?
probably the when I went
Year
for
seven,
the
right?
Gobby stage, my
Yeah,
career.
your little.
your
marathon.
career.
My career.
Your
My
life
life
career.
yeah.
And I believe you tried to mug me off on Facebook in
Oh, is it?
I think it's
in
when I
about
believe.
2009.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I like to keep. on with these
George
little things.
remembers. He holds a grudge.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I won't forget.
So
What about you, Tom?
About
Any
what about-
musics
Oh
coming
well,
up or
well
just been?
no music specifically, but
None of the musics.
I mean, if we're talking about music I'm currently listening to,
Oh, this almost sounds like we're going into a topic, Tom.
it's like a segment, isn't it? I
Yeah.
mean, next year I would like to go to like some more festivals. Like
Reading?
Reading.
Can we go Reading with me?
Well, I'd love to because I've been Reading 3 times.
Reading Festival.
I would like to do Reading at some point.
We'll go
again.
Reading.
Especially the lineups. Because the lineup's quite good this year, actually.
It's very good this year.
Eminem and
Eminem. I think is this Muse?
Muse.
this year?
Yeah, Muse would be great. Hello.
Oh, Tom's
Yeah.
dad's here.
How's it going?
It's alright. Come to borrow some stuff.
Okay, do you want to borrow the weights? Are you borrowing
Yeah,
the
I
weights?
do.
Are you okay? Are you okay with us being in here still?
No, I hate you. But
You hate me, bugger off. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah. Thank God this isn't live.
So you wouldn't get this on any other podcast.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't get your dad coming into the middle of your podcast. You know, just, changing weights before he does his post-run workout. My dad's 60 years old and he does a post-workout.
You're not 60.
He is.
yeah.
He's 60. Turns 60 on the 1st of July this year. How crazy is that?
Do you know, I don't feel any different. Yeah.
Do you know?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're our first guest as well, technically.
Technically,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. it's not a bad first guest to have.
Yeah.
Well, I can think of worse.
Yeah.
Next week, Steve Hodge.
Next
Oh,
week, Steve.
God.
Hodge.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's dropped
We'll
the
have to say
second
shit.
swear.
Yeah, that's the second.
I
he's
accidentally
dropped
did it earlier.
Yeah, he did.
What is it? Live podcast?
No, it's,
No, not
it's
live.
pre-recorded, but we're probably just gonna let it go as it is and just kind of upload it into Facebook and Twitter and everything like that.
The interwebs.
And you
Yeah,
can
it's
follow
all-
us on.
You
Oh
can
wait,
follow
we
us
haven't
on-
created
oh,
social
wait,
media
we don't,
yet,
we
so
don't have a Twitter page.
give it
we
time.
Get one. It won't take long.
Yeah, it won't. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
Essentially, because we're all lazy, we're just literally going to record it and then put it. how it
Yeah.
is.
No, that's the way to do it. In
Yeah.
my honest opinion.
Yeah,
Authentic.
Well, yeah, but it's also easy to wipe out mistakes.
exactly.
This is a punk podcast. It's raw.
It's raw. It's
Yeah.
DIY, do it yourself kind of thing.
If this was if this podcast was an album, it'd be Raw Power by Iggy Pop.
It'd either be Raw Power or it'd be Never Mind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols.
Mm.
One of those two.
Right, I'm going to go away now.
Go on, you won.
Right.
Have fun with your workout. That was Philip Martin Stoneham, father of Thomas Charles Stoneham. He gives us a
Do a little
courtesy
bow.
before he leaves. See you later. Now, where were we before we had that?
I believe
so
we were going to change.
We
we
were,
were talking
gonna,
about
we were
Reading?
changing topic to what music we're currently listening to.
Yeah, we were. Got very okay.
He's dropped his weights.
That's the way it's gone. We were talking about just festivals, weren't we? Really. So Muse and Eminem are going to Reading, which would be great.
I believe there are a load of smaller bands there. I can't remember off the top of my mind.
Just have a look. You do your thing. I'm just going to find it. I
Keep
think.
going, shall
But if we yeah, of course we are.
No, I was on little Ben Hodge.
Oh well, bloody go
Yeah.
right
It's all
ahead.
about you, Tom. All right.
All right, stay on.
I know you did the intro.
Well,
Oh wow! So Friday they have Kasabian headlining,
Oh,
which would be amazing. Actually, do you know this is a good lineup.
Kasabian actually one of the best. Like, I've seen a lot of live bands, and Kasabian
Well,
definitely up there.
Here's the main stage. That's my dog.
Little dog barking.
That's my. This is the main. This is the main
Oh my
stage.
God,
Yeah, look at
yeah.
this. The main stage is incredible. So you got. Cause this is. I'll go from the first act of the day to the last, the headliner. So you got Judas, Deep Valley, Mallory Knox,
I've
third
heard of,
in.
I've never listened to.
They're quite good. Rat Boy I haven't heard of.
Rat Boy's fantastic.
Circa Waves I think I've heard.
Pretty
of.
good. I've seen them live.
Jimmy
before.
Yeah.
Eat World.
They had the song "The Middle," which
Hey.
is literally on every. In 2006, it was on every single like football compilation
An
video.
incredible song and an incredible band. And then you got Two Door Cinema
Who are
Club,
brilliant.
who are incredible.
Oh.
Then you got Bastille.
Bastille, I like them, but
Bastille.
they're easy listening. Like,
But hold on, wait.
Bastille Live were actually quite good.
Don't-
Don't,
good, I've
Bastille,
seen
but
them
don't
twice, yeah.
Bastille have a Surgeon Plymouth Argyle fan?
They
in their
do.
midst? Their drummer. Their drummer. What's his name?
Woody.
Woody.
Yeah, Woody.
Shout out Woody from Bastille.
Also, shout out to Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah. Childhood Joe. And then Kasabian headline Friday.
Don't need to say that 'cause that's fantastic.
And then Saturday you got Honey Blood,
I've actually heard them. They're good.
Moose Blood,
Don't know who they are.
The Pretty Reckless are pretty good.
That's actually. I'm pretty sure they're pretty reckless. The little girl in The Grinch is the lead
Yes,
singer.
she
of that.
is. So if you are a fan of the Grinch, I don't know if there are any tickets. I don't know if there are any tickets still available, but if you are a fan of the Grinch, then
Be sure to go to. I don't know if you heard of it. Reading Festival.
Reading Festival. They're the third act on the Saturday.
Oh my god! I've just seen
music.
Sunday. Keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
I've just seen. Jesus
yeah, you've just
Christ.
seen some on Sunday.
I've just seen someone on
So
Sunday.
after the Pretty Reckless, it's Paris. I don't know how you pronounce it. The one with the
PV,
V.
yeah, PVR.
I think it's Paris, but it's got the V instead of the A because it's postmodern. And then you got Mygos.
I'm not sure who they are.
That's the really, really pop. That's the guy who goes bird, bad, and bougie, I think. But
What?
The bad and bougie.
Oh, Migos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mygos. That one.
Yeah.
Is it popular music?
Very, very
It's
popular.
kind of.
That's probably why.
It's
I'm
like it's
rap.
it's like
I
it's
would
like
call it rap.
Is it the
But
hip
it's
hops?
I'd call it
it's mumble rap.
pop.
It's like mumble rap
Yeah.
basically. It's actually okay mumble rap. Anyway,
Okay.
at the drive-in, no idea.
This is just the main stage as well.
Just the
This
main
is-
stage,
This
yeah,
is not
yeah.
even the small introduction ones.
at the drive-in, and then
Oh my
Korn.
god! Cool. Yeah, that's.
Corn are there. Such a really random, like, just plunk corn in the
It's
middle
cool.
of the day.
Then look.
Then
Korn, then Major Lazer.
Lazer.
Who are? Isn't he the guy who works with
Insane,
Justin
like-
Bieber?
Major Lazer. Yeah,
Not
well, he's had
interested.
quite. Yeah, but he doesn't just. Well, he's a quite popular DJ.
Oh,
He's
he,
worked
pro-
with-
he
he's
probably
worked
has
with
like.
Justin
He's
Bieber.
up there.
I'm
Probably has
not
an
interested.
he probably has a top 10 every
Oh
month.
yeah.
I'm not having it. I'm not interested. Who's next?
And then the guy who headlines Saturdays, Eminem.
Who I've actually seen.
So have I. I saw Eminem at Reading 3 years ago.
I seen him at Wembley.
But nobody.
And that's one of the gigs actually. That and the Stone Roses Sun Kings. I've seen them twice now.
Mm.
But Eminem is the one where I was like, hang on, I just did see him.
Yeah, you just
I was
saw.
like, it's Stephen now. I'm like, the guy I listened to for essentially all my childhood.
Yeah.
I've just seen.
I- like,
It's
I-
sort of
when I-
quite a weird one.
I
to-
was really far back when I saw him, like really far back in the crowd. Just me and my two other friends were just watching him, going, "This is awesome!" Like we could just see him, and they had Dido come on for Stan.
Ah,
So Dido came on specifically for Stan, and it was just awesome.
well, I can top that.
Can
Dr.
you?
Dre came on.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's
Oh my god. Oh, the Sunday.
so Sunday. There's a couple of less bands on Sunday, but it starts off with Pins,
I don't know who they are.
Vant,
Who I saw at Truckfest, who are fantastic.
Against the Current.
Aren't they like a? I think they're a screamer.
I think they are. The Architects are quite
I
good.
think I've heard of them.
Then you got Gigs.
Not
Shout-
Ryan. Not Ryan Giggs.
Not Ryan Giggs, the
Giggs.
grime artist.
Gigs is very good.
Blossoms.
Oh, here you go.
Blossoms.
So I've seen Blossoms 3
I
times.
don't know who they
Ben,
are.
stop laughing. Basically, I hyped them up because I listened to their album. I listened to their singles
was-
as they came out.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're at Baldy's a few years ago. Was it last year? I
It
don't
was
know.
last year.
Whatever. And
I was.
basically, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna be big in this amount. Is it 10 years? They're gonna be big in 10 years. And everyone started laughing at me because they're like, oh yeah, whatever. Oh, what's happened? They're quite a big band now, Ben. Does everyone know? A lot of people know what Blossoms are.
I don't, admittedly, but
You don't?
I'm sure.
Charlemagne.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
That's
yes,
them.
yes. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
They're bloody good.
And then you got your.
That's it.
Okay.
The man himself.
The man who
Our
has
kid.
the as you were
As you were. JS.
JS, except it's Liam Gallagher.
It's Liam Gallagher.
It's Liam Gallagher co-headlining, so he's not actually headlining, but not a bad co-headliner. That's gonna be absolutely.
I don't know. That's not a co-headliner because Muse are just out and out headliner.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying before headliner because you got the co-main event and
Okay.
like boxing matches and stuff. They're the
Yeah.
ones before. Anyway,
LG.
and then good old LG, as you were. Then Muse,
Muse.
headline Sunday, which is
I do not get the Muse hate. I've seen Muse live.
Yeah,
and
people who
I've
hate
seen
Muse
Muse
don't-
cover Nirvana, which is probably one of the best things I've ever seen.
well, they're really heavily influenced by
yeah,
Nirvana.
I'm pretty sure it's Matt Bellamy's favourite band. But Muse are. I don't
Brilliant.
want to swear. Muse are very good.
And then you just got these. I'm just gonna name off some bands from and artists from the Enemy Stage, which is like a massive, humongous tent. You got bands like Yumi at Six, Sub Focus, Lethal Bizzle, the Orwells.
I'll tell you what. You mentioned them. They're called the Magic Gang.
Are they good?
Unfortunately, I missed them the other day because we watched Sundara Karma instead. But the Magic Gang are fantastic. You have Flume.
You got Flume there. You've got
Sundara Karma, who I saw.
there you go.
Brilliant.
And then you got
Cabbage.
yeah.
Who, if anyone likes punk and a bit political, listen to Cabbage. They're the best.
And then you got Sundays. Sunday's packed actually. You got Haim, Halsey. How I say Haim?
Haim.
I apologise.
I like
everyone
Haim.
in the world. I like Haim a lot. You got Haim. And you've got these are just randoms now. Haim are headlining it, but you got Halsey, who's a recently got
Heard.
she's got popular. Wiley, which will probably be the best actor.
Is he causing a heat wave?
He would just cause a massive goddamn riot.
Muramasa is. I've heard
The
of.
Sherlocks are there.
Sherlock's are good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be. I think that's like you've got those.
The dance.
Fat
oh
Boy
my God,
Slim.
it's Fat
Fat Boy Slim are headlining the BBC One dance radio stage. That's
I was
amazing.
about to say skip the dance bit, but
Don't.
Fatboy Slim.
You've got a couple of
Okay,
decent
interested.
ones. Goldie. No one will know who Goldie is.
I know who Gold is.
Yeah,
he's
so
got
got-
from Bristol. He's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
gold teeth.
he's got gold teeth. Great. Yeah, you've got Goldie. That he's in there somewhere.
Charlie XCX.
Yeah,
we
Charlie
already mentioned her.
XCX. Yep, she's there. I think she's just a DJ set though, possibly.
The Pit.
The
There we
Pit.
go.
Oh.
That looks interesting.
Yes. And then you got all the pit
Billy
lockup. It's kind of you got all these old guys. Billy Talent's there. Jesus.
Yeah.
While she sleeps is going. Astro Boys.
Neck
Neck
Deep.
Deep. Breaking Benjamin are going. So all those girls out there who really like Breaking Benjamin, you've got that.
Shout out to all those girls.
Shout out to all those guys that like him.
Oh, here we go. There's a band. They're very low down the
Secret
list.
Santa.
They're called Idols.
See, George
Idols-
likes his.
I love Slaves.
Yeah.
I love Slaves. But Idols are just the next up from Slaves. Black
Eden.
Honey are good.
Anyone who knows who
The
Eden.
Amazons, fantastic.
If you were listening to dubstep between the years of 2000 and 2012, 2010 2012, you probably know who Eden are, and Eden are in the middle of this, and that could be very nostalgic.
Superfood are meant to be very. I missed them at
No idea.
Truckfest.
No idea who they
The
are.
Hunter, I'm pretty sure they supported Muse before.
Uh,
There's a good one. Will Joseph Cook is
I
like
thought
the
they
best, but he can make like I've never seen him,
I honestly
but he
thought.
can make some good puns out of his name.
I honestly thought it said Outcast for a second. I was like, why are they so far down? But it wasn't Outcast. They got BBC,
Oh my God, Danny Brown.
Yeah, you got this the dance extra extra
Carla.
dance stage. You got Fecky there. That'd be good. I'm not really seeing much. Bugsy Malone will be there. That'll be fun.
I mean, we're not trying to plug the festival.
No, we're
but-
not.
We're not.
If
None
you-
of us are actually going to it.
No, but
No, none of us are
I'm just-
going.
Oh,
but
the
it's
alternative
just a
stage is
plug.
always good fun. Yeah, we just
We're just gonna plug random
Oh,
stuff.
guys,
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey. Like they have a
Simon Ansel.
they have a comedian tent. So they got Jonathan Pye, which would be amazing.
Yeah, he's the guy who does all
He's the
the
political.
yeah.
He's the political journalist who's not actually a political journalist. His name's Tom, actually, if you want to know that. Jonathan Pye, Simon Ansell, that'd be fucking brilliant. Sorry, I just.
Whoa! There's the rudest word so
There's
far.
the F word. Sorry, it's just come out. Bill Bailey would be brilliant, but he got those. I remember actually going, and it was Sean.
Catherine Ryan, she's very
Sean,
funny.
Sean Locke was there when I went once. He was brilliant. Sean Welsh is there. And then that's it basically. But that's an example of a festival I really want to go to.
That's an example
That
of a
was
festival.
that was 10 minutes worth of.
I like
Yeah.
it. Sorry, Tom just said that was looked at his arm that has no
Yeah.
watch on, and then went 10 minutes like he saw a
That's what an
watch.
actor does. You see, it's we improvise and we imagine things that aren't there.
Oh, speaking of acting
Oh, there we go.
and the theme of
We are
acting,
we are moving quite
What?
swiftly, aren't we?
we're half an hour. We've only
We
got
have
half
just
an hour
talked
left.
about music for half an hour. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
No,
think it is about
there'll be
time
more
to move
music.
on.
Yes.
Don't worry, Hodge, there'll be more music.
Before we go any further,
Talking about
just
acting,
a heads up.
Yes,
that
George, this is your
Royal
because the software
Flush.
we have
Royal
is
Flush.
quite
Now,
basic,
what-
I've
it
heard
cuts
things
off
about
around
it,
about every
partly
half an
because I'm
hour,
the
depending.
director.
Yes.
So,
And also
anyway,
technically
back
script
back
editors.
to
Well, I believe I just said something about Royal Flush and tried to plug.
we did try to plug
Try to
that.
plug your film.
Yeah. So, it's going to sound quite clunky actually, but we're literally going to just drop this in over the top. Royal Flush is an independent film made by myself, my friends, and my college
You should
colleagues,
probably
my
drop their
ex-college
names.
colleagues.
You should probably drop their names.
Little shout out.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to drop names because if I drop names, I'll miss people out.
Yeah.
I'll say
Okay.
the members of the media team at City College Plymouth, my good friend Colm, Joe, and Abbott,
Yeah.
and many friends that I made and had already
Mhm.
who were acting and part of the crew of it.
Oh,
It-
here's a message to Maggie and Jack. I haven't been sending Snapchat streaks.
Snapchat streak.
Yeah, we used to do the
Right.
Snapchat streak. Like I did like a week, and I was really bad at it. So I'm sorry. It's a big sorry for you guys.
And if you're listening, I'm also sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
I-
If someone's lasted 31 minutes, I am sorry.
If you've lasted that long, I swear to God, you are a saint and you are a trooper.
We should have something where no, it's just stupid. Why? As I say, we should have something where you have to say something to like prove you've lasted.
What do you mean?
Put us
So,
at
like,
the hour
is
mark.
this a segment?
Just
Is
like-
this-
Because people skip to the end. People do that.
Okay.
But if we like near sort of like the second, third, say like Vape Nation, that means that you. I don't know, that's the first thing I thought of. I was stalling. I was. If someone like comes up to me and says vape, they'll probably come up to me and do it anyway because I always do it. Meme. Yeah, you should check out H3 Productions.
H3H3.
Video
Shout
Nation.
out to Ethan Klein
The
and
greatest
Hila
YouTube,
Klein.
the greatest YouTube account
I'm
to ever
I am
exist.
a Hila Kleiner.
other than, well, except for when we make our own, then it is currently the best.
Yes. Well, even then.
Obviously, second is Jake Paul.
Oh
I'll
God,
say.
yeah, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Actually, no, sorry, Jake.
Every
Paul's
day,
first.
bro.
It's every day, bro.
It's every day, bro. Like a God
That
judge.
controversy is interesting. Isn't
Oh,
it?
it's that really makes me not interested in YouTube anymore. The fact that he's now what's popular. Do you remember back in the day when it was like
It was awesome.
Hutch and C-Nanas and Woody's Gamer Tag, all these guys
Yeah.
who like
But
actually made decent videos,
I
were
used to-
popular and interesting.
We'll go back to Royal Flush in a bit, but this is an important matter now. I remember back in the day with YouTube when me and my friends used to make a couple of videos. I had a
Videos.
Videos. I have a friend who I shan't name, but he because he doesn't really he's not really bothered about it anymore. But he
Okay.
made loads of Lego animations. Like back in the day with like 2008, 2009. Like Lego animations were the big thing at the time.
Lego animation.
They were huge, man. You got these massive story arcs, and it's so talented.
Massive story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did, you
Massive story.
Yeah,
arc.
you had this massive. There was a guy. There was a guy
Oh
who's
my God.
called. Oh, I can't remember now. Captain
Oh.
Bulldog or something like that. He used to make these
I love
great.
that.
He's great. But that was when YouTube was much more original. that you
Stanley Kubrick does
had- Yeah, no, exactly.
Lego.
There were people.
Lego movie.
There were
7.
people who were doing like this really, really like smooth animation.
Oh, I'm not
And
gonna
it was-
knock that.
And it was extremely talented. But they had all these stories and all these funny comic bits and
I remember
was-
watching a few.
yeah, like
I remember actually specifically. I remember when. Do you remember the Jaws one?
I don't want.
It was one they did like Jaws, but in Lego.
Yeah.
I remember they always played My Hero by Foo Fighters.
Back
I
in the
always,
day,
whenever
but
I think of
everyone
that song, I don't think of like. Apparently, everyone's like, oh, it's about Kurt Cobain, who, by the way, is like other than John Lennon, my idol.
Shut
I
up.
don't think about like that. I think about this stupid fucking I swore, stupid flipping Lego movie
Such a flipping silly mistake. that
about
was.
about Jaws.
Yeah.
But yeah. Should we go back to Royal Flush?
Yeah, we should. Sorry, just that's a segue. Keep going.
Yeah. So Royal Flush was a film that my first ever film I directed, and most people who worked on it was their first piece of work.
Yep.
We've just had a premiere for it a few weeks ago. I think it was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was
Can't really tell. Ever since I left
About-
college,
about-
everything sort of blended into
about a
one.
month ago.
Yeah. which was followed by a very funny night out, wasn't it, Tom?
Oh my god.
Brilliant night out.
I even went.
Yes.
We even saw little Ben Hodge out.
I even
We
went.
did.
to
Yeah.
the-
That's good. Actually,
Think
that's one
about
of
that. We need to get the link of Royal Flush. I need to.
I was gonna
People
say
need to
that.
see it.
Can you see it anywhere or?
Not yet, pal.
Not yet.
But there'll be. I'll
Yeah, we
plug
come
it.
in, yeah.
I'll plug it.
the- as
Not
far-
gonna get
as far
anything
as I-
from it.
As far as I remember, you said that you would hopefully get it a bit more, up to scratch editing wise. And then
Yeah, there was a few issues with sound and stuff. Even on the premiere, it wasn't exactly how we wanted it to be, due to working with a big group of people. That's just sort of how it works.
Yeah.
But we hope to enter it to like film festivals and student film festivals, whatever
Yeah.
we can really get it into, and just sort of. I was about to say milk this dry, but it's not milking it dry. It's making. There's a very, very loud motorbike that's gone past,
Yeah. Just ignore that.
so
It's-
ignore the motorbike.
It's gonna happen.
I just noticed you were doing a Snapchat story.
Yeah,
It's really thrown me off. 'Cause
I'm
now,
really
for
sorry.
some reason, I suddenly feel under pressure that there's a Snapchat story.
Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? But this is all of us. Just doing a little
Oh,
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
So people who
Yeah.
can. It's actually interesting because Snapchat has now got this thing where you can just hold
Oh,
it.
do you know what? I found that out the other day when I was recording
pretty.
Slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
I don't know.
Well, this
This isn't nervous to me, but that is like, oh god.
Well,
like,
this is kind of like a.
hello anxiety.
Like it's like multitasking.
Hello,
My name's
anxiety,
Jordan.
my old friend.
Yeah.
I've come to talk with you again. That's enough Snapchatting now. Bye bye.
Yeah.
But that is actually a really good feature. I
I
don't.
think it's a really good feature.
Do you know what I do? I'm not the person that stands out there with their phone out at a gig
That's-
all the time, because that
No.
people do that are scumbags. I'm sorry to say.
That's
The
all right.
scumbags.
That's a much better feature than the other Snapchat filter,
Oh,
where you
God,
can
yeah.
see where everyone is, because
Yeah,
that
where
would
you
just
can
freak
nonce
me
on your
out
friends.
completely.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I don't.
I know you
obviously
can put it
not
on
the per-
ghost mode so no
Yeah.
one can see you.
I'm not the
but-
person who would purposely go, oh, one of my friends is nearby. I must go see them before they
Yeah.
forget about me.
Oh, it looks like Tom's popped to Tesco's.
I'll pop over.
I'll,
and
pop,
get
I'll
you
go to
some-
Tesco's. I'll wait at his house.
I'll
and
go
wait till
buy
he
some
comes
chips. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen. You know. Yeah.
Other supermarkets are available, of course.
Yeah.
Not just Tesco's. There's Morrison's, Lidl's, Aldi's.
Yeah, yeah.
There's all sorts.
All sorts.
Although Tesco's are very good because they offer brand guarantee and you can actually save a lot of money on that. I don't work for Tesco's or anything.
Yeah,
but,
George just plugged next. He's
yeah.
just started working there. So,
Royal Flush.
Royal
We
Flush.
actually
Yeah.
going back to Royal Flush again.
Basically, it's a great film. When it comes out, you should all watch it.
I was gonna say.
If it's on YouTube, you should give it a like. Smash the like button. of
So-
course.
Subscribe.
But yeah, it was a
subscribe
very-
if you're new.
It was the most
Um,
stressful thing, other than this podcast. It was the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh, really?
But it was also one of the most fun
I was
things.
gonna say, well, I acted in it. I was Detective Sergeant Harvey.
Detective Sergeant Harvey.
And
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert, guys.
There's no spoilers.
right,
It's just a name.
It's just the name.
Oh, and a very large van has gone past, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
We're going to be doing a running commentary, by the way, of all the things that go past us, because it's nice to bring the audience in, to allow the audience to see what we see and to feel what we feel, from an emotional
The
and
fact
physical
that
level.
going past. That's what
Yeah.
we feel like.
Yes, we can see the van,
We can feel the van,
we
we can
feel
hear the van.
and all our senses
We're
are
part of the van.
all our senses are linked perfectly in harmony to, notice that van.
Let's be
Anyway,
honest, no one's listened to it now. It's 38 minutes in. If anyone's still listening to this, I'll be so impressed.
yeah, I think it's gonna take over.
We haven't even got onto the bad topics yet, like
Oh.
Love Island and.
But I think we did cover Love Island earlier.
Actually, guys, we did cover that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we did.
So,
cover
Ben,
that.
Do you want to go
So-
to Love
so
Island?
What other
Should-
topics
do
do
you
we have?
I'll let them go to Love
Yeah,
Island.
do you know what,
Are
Ben?
we actually going to talk about Love Island, or am I going to start
let's talk.
talking
No,
about
go
Love
for
Island?
Love
No,
Island.
you
Okay,
go
right.
for it. You go for it.
Right, so Love Island obviously finished yesterday. I'd love
Yeah.
to hear your thoughts on the programme that's been on for probably a month and a half now, I'd say. So, what's your
Don't have
opinion?
to stop me there,
Mitchell?
Ben.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's their opinions. As you can
Game
tell,
of
they
Thrones.
don't like it.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
From one great show to another.
Well, from one great show to one show that's slightly less great.
Thank you for that, Ben. That was
Thank you,
really
Ben. That was
interesting.
good. That was really good.
Thank you.
Next episode, we'll talk to it
Well,
in more
Do you know
detail.
what? We might even have some more. We might have time for more Love Island later.
Well, he's got to go
We've
soon.
done an extensive talking about. Love
We
Island.
have. Well, we can
Yeah,
wait for
no,
it.
we have talked a lot about it.
We have. It's it's been the overriding.
It's been the
subject.
overriding topic.
Of
Yeah.
course, if there's any topics you'd like us to cover here at the Garage, it is the Garage Podcast, then please comment. Let us know.
Let us know on our social media.
Yes.
Still isn't created
On
yet.
social
but it will
media,
be very soon.
it doesn't exist. We're gonna have to do. Actually, that's interesting. We're gonna have to do that, aren't we? If
We'll
we
get
actually
some
are
social
serious.
medias.
If we get somebody gets a Twitter going.
We'll get some Twitters going.
Because I haven't got any. Actually, I haven't got any more email accounts. So if one of you guys want to set it up,
I'll handle that.
and then you can tell us the password so we can all.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, that's us.
That's
that was us. That was us having a little meeting there. So Royal Flush will hopefully be coming out soon. You'll be able to. I think Jordan's going to be editing it a bit more.
I'm
Possibly.
not editing it. No way. I'm the director, mate. I don't have to do that.
Hey, it's good
Alright.
to have more strings to your bow. But yeah, it was really good fun actually. I think the acting's pretty solid.
That is pretty solid.
And the actual movie itself is really well put together. And despite the fact that it's you guys aren't professionals by any means, but I felt like it was more of a professional set than it was amateur, without a doubt.
And I think it shows on a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's a few bits that I'm still unhappy with, but as a whole, I didn't think that I'd ever create any.
Well,
Not I say I create.
Bear in mind, you had no budget.
I'll be part of something that created like
Exactly.
that good.
You had very small amount of budget. You had a
I think I spent a few pounds because we accidentally dyed white t-shirts that our actors were wearing blue twice.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 times actually.
and the gold coins.
The gold coins that we had were
Or
chocolate coins.
Yeah, that's it. There's a bit of we're breaking
Breaking the walls down with Chris Jericho.
Oh my god.
I should not
another
mention
that-
wrestling.
That's another subject we
Oh,
could
God.
talk about entirely, but we can do that later or in another
We can do it
episode.
later.
But I don't think anyone. We're not really going towards our audience, are we?
We don't have an audience, Tom.
Well, you never know.
You never know. Someone might have lasted
40 minutes.
40, no chance. Absolutely no chance.
We don't edit. We're not editing this, by the way. So this is all coming out live as we say it because.
I think as well, if we put it out there, we can put certain time limits of where we talk about certain topics.
Yeah.
So you don't have to listen to
It's like when you never.
You don't have to, but if you don't listen to it,
You might miss something
no.
hilarious.
If you don't listen to the whole thing and you've started listening from the first second,
Mm.
it's like something bad will happen to you.
It's like when you have those.
Something bad will happen to you if you don't listen to the whole podcast.
Okay, dude. It's not like.
Yeah, it's not like...
No, Tom.
It's
I'm
not like
being serious.
Scream, right?
No, I'm being
It's
serious.
not like The Ring.
I
It sounds
will
like
I will
you're
do
going to
something
go
bad.
to their house and like murder them.
Yeah.
I'll
That's,
know.
that's
It's
essentially
not
what it
like-
sounds
it's
like.
There's no actually way of figuring it out technically, but I will know.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So just
Shall we move
a disclaimer there, everyone. Jordan will not go to your house and kill you. He's just being a bit funny.
Just a
So-
bit. It's just a bit.
Just a bit.
There's no truth in it.
So we've done Royal Flush. I mean, if we just talk about movies in general, actually, because we can move on.
We can talk about movies all day, mate.
I mean, one of the movies that I really want to see in the cinema, because I hardly go to the cinema.
I think you're gonna say the same thing.
I hardly go to the cinema anymore because one's
Overpriced.
well, yeah, exactly. View.
I think I've... Well, when I went... When did I go? 2 weeks ago? I think I went to watch New Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And that was the first
How
time I
was it?
reckon I've
Because I
been...
missed it. Cause
First time I reckon I've been in
Is
about
that the third
2
one?
years.
Third. The third or fourth?
I think it's the third.
I think it's the third.
Third.
Because there's
Okay.
2 ones before. Like there's the original, which is fantastic. Then
Yeah.
there's the one.
The second one I was disappointed.
Mark Wahlberg in.
Yeah.
I thought it was
No,
alright.
that's different.
I hadn't actually
Yeah.
watched either of the first two.
Oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
So I just
yeah.
went, like, not really knowing
You're
the
literally
storyline.
like,
So basically,
I
it was
hate
like... It was,
You went in. With
I went in with expectation. I thought it was good. I didn't think
Okay.
it was amazing. I didn't think it was terrible. I
No.
thought it was good. I think it was quite predictable what was going to happen.
Well, the problem is that
But-
with that. Yeah, go on.
I think everyone I went with seemed to like enjoy it.
Yeah,
but they all
was-
said the same thing. It was quite predictable.
Well, the problem is that
So-
we all kind of know, unless they really change the story, we kind of know what happens
because of the first.
because of the
film,
first,
the ones on
well,
the
the original.
One of Charles Heston and
Yes,
was it the 60s or the 70s?
it was 60s. It was 67, 68. Was
Yeah,
the
I think
first
you're
one.
right with that.
Then they kind of like 8 or 9 films.
They've said that
afterwards.
it's not connected, but I think that
I
there's,
mean, the problem
it has
is
to
you,
be because
you
that
have
is.
you have to stick reasonably close to the storyline of the original. Obviously, you
Yeah.
can change things around, and to a certain extent, there is a little bit of unknown because it's before the original films took place. But I think they've done a really good job actually with the films.
I enjoy them.
I
I'm a
really
bit
do.
of a film snob at some things, and I love Planet of the Apes.
I'm a bit of a
Planet
film
of the Apes are
snob,
brilliant.
but I think I give
It's
films a
brilliant.
chance. But one of the films that I really want to see, like I said, I think I might try and go to Real. Like there's the Real cinema
Yeah.
in Plymouth, which is
I believe that's where the Beatles once played. in
they did
the
indeed.
Wolverines.
But the Real cinema is so much cheaper, and it's okay. It's a bit dingy, and it's not like up to scratch compared to the View cinemas. But you're paying at least half the ticket you normally would pay for View.
Are there seats? Yes. Is there a decent projector? Yes. That's all that
Is
matters.
the movie there? Yes.
Are there children there screaming and shouting and like
Not
throwing
normally.
things? Not
No.
yeah.
And
So
they
that's-
also, I think they also help with local movie stuff as well, don't they?
I don't.
I wouldn't be
couldn't
surprised. I wouldn't
say.
be surprised if they did.
Probably do.
Yeah.
What a thought. So
Um,
I think I've been there once.
So have I. It was really good fun. I quite enjoyed it.
Sorry, Tom.
So-
I think I know what film you're talking about, but
But I want to see Baby Driver.
oh my god, it wasn't the film. I was,
Yeah, I wanna
was
see-
for sure thinking you're going to say Dunkirk.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's Baby Driver and Dunkirk.
Baby Driver's Edgar Wright, isn't it?
Yeah, Edgar Wright.
He
Famous.
directed Hot Fuzz, Shaun of
He
the
did
Dead, all those.
the Cornetto trilogy, and he also did Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which I love. I think that's Michael Cera, one of Michael Cera's best performances actually.
Michael Cera, Ben Hodge. If anyone doesn't know what Ben Hodge looks like, it's unlikely because I'm pretty sure everyone who listens to this, the 2 or 3 people will know who we all are because they feel sorry for us and think, oh, we better listen to it.
There are mums and dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben does look like Michael Cera, don't you, Ben?
Yeah. Wow. I get told I do. So
If you grew your hair out a bit more, I think you'd definitely look like him.
Yeah.
But we've I think it looks like, apparently from what I've heard, the car chases are brilliant, and the film is just really well. Edgar Wright has a definite style of how he directs his movies, so like he uses editing as a way of
Montages.
Well,
He
yeah,
manages to tell. You can give a whole backstory
he could do it really
in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, really easily. But also the editing style that he wants creates the comedy, and that's I think if you're looking from a viewpoint of comedy with UK versus America, one of the major differences, especially with higher budget, more successful films, other than possibly Aeroplane, because that was incredible.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. The editing, especially from Edgar Wright, kind of creates the comedy, and then the actors are kind of just like a template in the middle of it. That you're doing that for a second. Jordan was touching something. I was really worried.
It was the chair.
It
It
was
was the chair that is not mine, but
Okay.
it's mine for today.
You were sitting on garden chairs. It's weird. I'm really bad at this. But yeah, I just want to see that film. Dunkirk looks incredible.
Dunkirk looks fantastic, and I'm definitely gonna see it.
Yeah,
I have no money, but I might just. Hopefully, I'm down listening. I'm gonna steal some money from them.
Yeah.
Just take money straight off them.
That's the second criminal thing that Jordan has said. Once again, disclaimer: Jordan will not be stealing money from anybody. He will be a law-abiding citizen and will be paying for his movie legally with money.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ben, you need to go to work soon.
It's a prank, bro.
Yeah,
Ben does have
so
work very soon.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
now.
don't fear, guys. Me and Tom will probably carry on.
From this another
We've
half.
got a little. There's a test called the citizenship test.
Yes, that's gonna be. Well,
Which is essentially
just a little test.
just a little test. It's what I believe. It's what people are asked to get citizenship in the UK. I don't know if it can. They
Or
still
to
do
at
it.
least seek asylum, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if outside. I think they just let
I think it. Yeah, it's mainly for people.
for people who are trying to get a citizenship, which is
Yeah.
why it's called the citizenship. I can't even say that word.
You're
I'm
burping. in the middle of it.
burping and like
It's all that
Yeah.
chocolate makes.
it's like hiccups.
Do you know what me and Ben said before this podcast that admittedly I've had a bit of Milky Way buttons, but me and Ben said before to Jordan, don't eat chocolate, mate, because you'll start, it's not good for the voice and you'll hiccup and burp. But he said, nah, it's all right. I just want that. Just want my chocolate.
Now he's feeling.
Like
the
I said,
effects.
me and Tom, he's only just come here. He's only just been told. Me and Mr. Stoneham decided we'd either record a song, a little cover song, or we'd start a podcast that we've been planning to do for ages.
We've been planning this for months. When
Yeah.
I say planning,
No, there's been no planning. About in May we said, yeah, we'll do this.
We did
And
like
then since May we've said nothing. So there's not been planning.
Basically, what happened is I said on a tweet, I was like, it really starts with doing podcasts, and then these two were like, yeah, sure, we'll start a podcast over the summer, and
Yeah.
then we literally have done nothing.
And Ben,
And
do you
then-
regret tweeting that now?
Ah!
This is
I
why
don't
Ben, 'cause
regret
he doesn't cover it.
I don't regret it.
Do you just wish that we didn't see it? Maybe.
Mm,
If we just didn't see your tweet.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
all your equipment, and none of it's mine, is it? So.
Yeah, you
Yeah, to be honest,
scumbag.
you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing this.
I'm very glad we're doing this.
I think one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because of just I think mental health actually, because it's nice to kind of just talk to your friends and then kind of just put it out there to people who you do know or don't know, and then if they have a similar kind of feeling towards the subject you're talking about, then it's worth it. And if you can then emphasize and relate, that's really nice. And that's kind of the reason I do it. And also just have fun with you guys and goof around. And
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
we're
My
in a
reason,
garage.
literally, if we had 2 people listen to us every week, or however often we do it,
Yeah.
and just 2 people thought, actually, I really like this. This
Yeah.
is good. This is sort of a bit of escapism, or even if they're fine mentally,
Yeah, exactly.
and they just think this is. Well,
They just want
you're
some
not.
fun.
Well, if you're listening to 15 minutes of this, you're not fine mentally.
You're not mentally
You should
fine.
probably go to the doctors. But
Get some
if this
therapy, son.
helps or entertains or just makes people think, oh, they're fucking idiots. Oh, whoopsie, they're flipping idiots, and
Absolute
just have a bit of a
flipping
good
idiots.
time, then it's worth it.
We're having a heckin' time right
And
now.
Joe, I'm having a heckin' good time
Yeah.
with Tom and Ben.
Yeah, so am I.
And
I
actually
think
Tom's dad as well.
I think as well we are all quite diverse with topics we will talk about. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a great thing, but we also have topics that we link with as well, which is extremely important for us.
The
Moving
metaphor
on
that
to-
I
Yeah.
see, the
Moving
metaphor I
on.
see is, you know those kids who have like the you're in there walking, they've got like literally like the leads for children.
Oh yeah.
Me and Tom are just full on like children just sprinting.
Are you
It's
like
fu-
Apu
and-
from The Simpsons? You know when he has like 8 children? He has like.
yeah, I don't remember that to be honest with you.
Oh, that sucks.
I just remember people having leads and stuff.
You need to watch.
And Ben is just holding on. He's like literally losing grip with us, and he's just trying to hold us back and be like,
Two-
just calm down.
2 big boys.
He's here to steer the ship. We're here to.
To-
I don't know what else happens
Yeah.
in the ship.
do you know what we are like? If I was to go from a cartoon point of view, we're like Ed, and Eddie,
Ed, Ed, and Eddie, yeah.
because we're all 3 really different. I'm definitely Ed, the dumb one,
Oh yeah.
and then Eddie, I think, is probably Ben. Actually, no, Eddie's Jordan.
Why?
Eddie's the one who always wants the gobstoppers,
Right.
and then Ben's Ed with the beanie, who's like quite sensible.
Yeah, it's,
I think that's how it works. I think that's how. But we're all
I
diverse.
really could have gone for any other reference.
We
than
could have,
Ed, Ed,
but
and Eddie.
look. I'm being nostalgic. I'm going through a massive nostalgic period at the moment. So that's how I'm putting it into it.
Speaking of nostalgia,
Oh dear.
something very. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm not. Something very awful and terrible happened this week.
Well, that's something worse than that. Really, it's just shocking in terms of how surprising it was. Because
Chester Bennington of Lincoln Park was found dead this week.
last week wasn't it? Yes.
Last week. And yeah, I don't know. Ben doesn't. I'm guessing you're not a big Lincoln Park fan when you're younger.
I wasn't a massive, no. I wouldn't. I think like you obviously hear at Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, for
It's
me,
quite sad.
they're my first band that ever went. Yeah, they're my favourites. And from about the ages of 7 to I reckon 11, I listened to them every single night. So it was pretty sad. Luckily I was at the festival, so I didn't really think about it too much. Then when I got home, I will admit that my mum found me crying when I was listening to Hybrid Theory. Because it's very sad. It's awful.
I tell you what, it's surprising. I think a lot of people are still surprised that people who are famous or celebrities or significant in
People in the public.
in the public
eye.
eye, celebrities in essence, that they have problems too. I think you know, we tend to kind of close our eyes a little bit to mental health. I think nowadays, I think it's definitely a much more open topic compared to what even 10 years ago.
I'm sorry. Ben, are you looking at Tinder?
I'm doing a
Message.
really like
Well, I'm
positive
gonna
message here. Ben's looking at Tinder. I was trying to say something really important about mental health, but no.
Ben is looking
I was
at
having
Tinder.
a drink.
Well, no,
You were-
it was the fact that you both you interrupted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't.
You
I couldn't
literally
quite
still
believe
interrupted
that.
This is not how a podcast works. You let somebody talk and then you talk
Yeah.
afterwards. Actually, it doesn't really matter.
Actually having a drink.
Ben's looking at Tinder. We'll get back to that. Well, actually, Ben, you got to go soon, dude.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to get to Weatherspoons?
About 10 minutes.
Other restaurants are available.
You got 5 minutes.
You got
Fine. Got 5
It's
minutes.
about 4
5
minutes.
Well, no, but that's like my clock's a couple of minutes fast.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you've got
alright.
5
We've got 6 minutes.
We've got
Then.
6
6
minutes.
minutes of Ben Hodge.
6 minutes, Ben Hodge, and then it's just your boys
Us two to iron it out.
till whenever. Well, whenever you have to go to a festival, concerts.
I'm seeing the Stereophonics tonight. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, back to what I was trying to
Mental
say.
health. Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be so jaded and so
Yeah.
like all over the place.
How are we getting back to this?
How are we getting back to this? But mental health is definitely much more of an open kind of openly discussed topic now compared to even 10 years ago. You know, I've had problems myself. You know, past 18 months in terms of mental health. You know, suffering from pretty bad depression and pretty bad anxiety. And I'll openly admit it as well, because I think if you just hide it away, then it gets worse. And you know, people are now starting to finally open up. I mean, there was a video that Chester a couple of weeks ago on a radio station saying that I've got 2 different Chesters in my brain, and that's what it's like for a lot of people. Like you have good days and bad days, and you have days where you are completely. I mean, normal is very subjective, but
There is no such thing as normal.
yeah, but you feel comfortable with it. You're comfortable. You're happy within yourself, well, to a certain extent, and you can talk to people. Now, other days when you literally have to drag yourself out of bed because you do not want to go outside and just interact. And
This was half sort of one of the reasons why we're doing this.
yeah,
Tom actually said, "Oh, Jordan, do you know what? One of the reasons I said to come around is because to get you out of your house."
yeah,
Which is this is not just for like people listening, because I don't even think people listen to it for the first few times. Like
well,
this is 55 minutes in. This is if someone listens to this, I'll be impressed.
yes,
But this is just something for us to do as well.
yeah, exactly. It's just something just to keep our brains healthy.
What about you, Ben? They're probably the only person here that isn't like mentally ill.
Just really fucked up in
Although
the head.
you do watch Love Island, so
Yeah, well, you'll find out more about it next time.
You said
Sorry, Ben, do you
you
wanna-
technically just said the whole nation is mentally ill by watching Love Island.
I wouldn't say the whole nation, Ben.
I
I'd say-
don't think the whole
Everyone who
nation-
watches Love Island, you've just said.
well,
is mentally
okay,
ill.
okay.
I
Disclaimer.
stand by that comment.
Which is
This-
a lot of people.
No
You've
disclaimer,
offended
no
A
disclaimer.
lot of people.
I don't care.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just so that we can get back to normal with Ben's opinion. If you watch Love Island, it's not. Do you know? Let's not ruin what people like and don't like.
That's not. In all
If you-
honesty,
if
I hate
you-
Love Island. I've never watched it.
But
I
if
hate the
you like
concept
it-
of it. If you like it, it's harmless.
It's harmless.
Just don't fucking tweet about it every 2 seconds, because that really does piss me off.
But it's like it's like football for most people. Isn't
Yeah, but football actually matters.
it?
It
Yeah, but
does.
for some people, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it does. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, football does kind of matter sometimes. Like, it does mean stuff.
Well, from
Whereas
an
Love
economic,
Island,
from an economic point of view, yes. As well.
if Love Island didn't happen, no one would be like, bothered.
Sorry, Ben. Should we? Very
So,
true.
should we let Ben talk about Love Island
Ben,
again?
well, no. This is Ben's final curtain call. For this episode at least.
Go on, well,
So,
I'll
so,
let you.
so Ben, if you want to just chat about anything like mental health or with Love Island or just how you're feeling today, what's
Feel alright.
you feel alright?
Yeah.
I don't really want to go to work, to be honest.
don't
you
blame
know?
you.
I mean, it's not great as working at Weatherspoons. Oh, I should
Whoa,
probably say
Ben,
that. That's,
you better
this
not listen to
podcast
this.
is going up.
Yeah,
Weatherspoons.
I'll probably just.
Ben does like working there. It's just sometimes work sucks.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is for
just
everyone.
sometimes work's very busy.
Yeah. Well, it's worse when it's not.
I mean, I personally never dislike work. My voice
Nice
is cracked.
voice break.
That's that was very awkward.
That's 2 voice cracks.
I never dislike work, and I would always want to work where I'm currently working in the
Same
2 places.
here.
So just nobody's fire me if you do
Ah.
this.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Sorry, Ben.
So-
Carry on.
It's all about the bonuses, isn't it?
It
Really?
really is. All the tips. The tips. I got my tips yesterday. It was great. I got £85 worth of tips.
That's fair enough.
So
Yeah.
yes, Ben. Anything else to add before you disappear?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Just looking at the list with things that we talked about.
Yeah, we've
that
got quite
we
a
haven't
few.
really talked about any of them.
We've had like 3. We have like
I think we've talked about 3 of them. There's about
Yeah.
12.
12,
So.
13, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure one of them is definitely not coming up when I leave. So
Which is?
Tinder, that's 100% not coming up with you two.
No, we don't
Because
mean.
you lot don't understand the concept.
Well, no,
of
we
Tinder.
don't
understand the
no,
concept
we
of
understand the
Tinder.
concept. We just don't use it because it's a silly thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes, just I mean, I understand if people have Tinder because they want to meet with people and exchange.
Bit of an ego boost.
And that, and exchange pleasantries.
Yeah.
That's.
I'm just gonna freeze.
It is working.
It's working
Right.
now.
Alright.
All right, we're back. Right, we'll say goodbye to Benjamin Hodge.
Right, I gotta go. So enjoy the podcast with these two. I know I've only said about 20 words, but
You did well.
Ben, you did well, mate.
It's good fun, wasn't
You'll
it?
be here for the
Good
next
fun.
one as well, won't you, Ben?
I will be here for the next one.
Which will be next
hopefully.
year, guys.
Hopefully, yeah.
For about 4 months' time.
Yeah.
maybe?
About 4 months. Yeah.
We'll have our Christmas episode next.
Yeah.
Make sure you chip in.
Make sure you chip in with ideas for it on
Yeah.
our social media.
Which has like 1 follower. Probably
And-
by Christmas.
Right, goodbye.
Bye
Goodbye, Ben
bye.
Hodge. Enjoy your work, mate.
Have a nice
I
time.
love
mate.
this because you don't have to like see him up. The garage is open.
The
He can
garage
just
is
slide
open,
out
and
and ride his bike away.
He's got his bike. He'll be fine.
And you try and touch my chocolate again, and we'll see what happens.
Make sure you take your rubbish with you. Yeah. Good.
Right.
You better.
I gotta get my shoes on.
Oh, he's just a nightmare, isn't
He's a bloody mess.
he? He's a bloody mess. All right,
See you,
Benjamin.
Ben.
Catch you later, man.
Yeah.
So it's now the 2 amigos.
Just 2 left now.
We're about to reach an hour, Jordan.
We're about to reach an hour.
I can't believe we've done that.
Neither can I, to be honest with you.
So, what were we talking about beforehand?
Um,
It's so awkward.
I believe we're talking about Tinder, and then the
Tinder,
program crashed again
Yeah, well, it's not crashing; it's just stopping.
because our Tinder and Love Island expert has gone.
Yeah, we can.
I feel like we don't really need to touch on Tinder anymore.
No, we don't.
Here he goes. He's got his shoes
He's,
on.
he's got his shoes on.
He's about to mount his bike.
He can mount many things, can't he? He's a good mounter. Go on,
Okay.
Ed. See you later, Benjamin.
Ben, you could do a pump in that back tyre as well, buddy.
Yeah, man.
See you later.
Catch
He's
you
just
later,
gone through
buddy.
the gate. He's gone off.
He's off to work.
Very elegantly.
Very early.
Nice.
We're probably gonna be here for another half.
So we
an hour.
have reached an hour now.
Oh my
And
god.
it's not crashed this time. So we've gone about 2 minutes without it crashing.
That's crazy.
I have a terrible fear that when we... Here's some secret. When we tab out of this tab and go onto the citizenship test,
Yeah.
it's going to crash.
Well, we can do.
We can keep doing a little check.
Well, do you wanna?
So should we crack on with the... Oh my god.
So I can do that.
That's magical.
And then I can do that. And then I can do that. So, actually, do you know what? We are going to just go straight into this.
Straight into the citizenship test.
So, me and Jordan are both British citizens.
Yeah.
Both, well, you born in Plymouth?
Born in Plymouth, yeah.
Born in Plymouth, both born in Plymouth.
Plymouth, yeah. Maybe.
Plymouth. So, here we go. We're going to the UK citizenship test.
We're going to do this. There's not a contest. We might in the future do some contests with quizzes because I freaking love a quiz.
I flipping love a quiz. Okay, so we'll just read the quiz. If you want to join in, if you
We'll
want
give
to,
you a second if you want to join.
we'll read the question out and the
Answers on a postcard.
It's 45 minutes. Has a 45-minute time.
So
time allowance.
the first question
There's
is
24 questions in
20.
total.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
We're sort of battling here because now Ben's gone. The lead is
Yes.
off. We're
Yes.
just going to start interrupting each other.
Yes, we are. So,
So,
do you want
what
me
was the last battle between England and France?
the-
This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
yes.
A. The Battle of Trafalgar. The Battle of Waterloo. The Battle of Hastings. Or the Battle of Agincourt.
No, I know this one.
I know this one as well.
It's very easy.
It's the Battle of Waterloo.
It is.
It
no,
is. Yes, it is.
just Trafalgar Waterloo.
Trafalgar's not with the... Oh, it actually wasn't.
Trafalgar's 18.
Oh my god, now she's thinking
Was it
about
1815 or 1805? Shit.
One of them is...
18. One of them's 1815. One of them's 1805.
I think it's Waterloo.
I think it's Waterloo.
Because Trafalgar was with Nelson, wasn't it?
Yes.
So that was...
It
that might have been 17, like
No,
late
it wasn't.
70s or very early
It was
80s.
very.
Waterloo, I'm pretty sure, was like
it was early
1820
90s.
something.
No, it was the French. It was the French War. The last one.
Well, we can rule out Hastings and Agincourt.
Yeah. So
Hastings didn't involve the French. Except, oh no, it did
yeah,
involve
of
the
course
French.
it involves the French. It says the last
Yeah.
battle between the English and French.
It did technically involve the French because it was
Yes,
William the
well,
Conqueror.
the Normans
The
were
yeah.
the French.
The Normans are French, so yeah.
You know,
Agincourt was
14
ages ago.
14 something, and it was the 100 Years' War, I believe.
It was.
We
It was
lost
part
that
of it.
war in the end, sadly.
Should we just go straight for Waterloo?
Should we just go Waterloo?
We
I
both
think
do Waterloo.
it's either Trafalgar or Waterloo. I don't think there's much difference between.
Let's go. I realised we've just... It's taken
Oh,
about 2.5 minutes to do one... It's not going to say whether we're right or wrong, I don't think.
Okay, so
you have to wait
check.
till the end.
Ah!
Hey, come on! Waterloo!
First, right, Battle of
Look
Waterloo.
at the audio just peak there.
sorry, all people who are listening to it on their earphones. Okay, so next.
Oh, don't read those comments because that could be spoiler.
That
Don't
could be,
wanna
that
know.
could, yes. So this is the next question.
Let's click next.
Which flower is associated with Wales? Now I know this one as well.
It's the daffodil.
Yes, well, it's the daffodil. The choices are the daffodil, the rose, the shamrock, or the thistle.
We could even... Daffodil, Wales, Rose, England, Shamrock, Ireland,
Thistle, Scotland. Yeah.
It's daffodil.
So daffodil.
Let's get 2 out of 2.
This is when it happens. This is when you find out it's like the shamrock.
The person has walked past looking very... thinking we're mental.
Yeah. Right. So that's.
Daffodil's correct.
Yes. Well
so anyone
done.
that picked daffodil, well done.
Well done.
You're as clever as me and Tom.
So the third question. I got this. During the reign of
Oh,
Charles II, parts of London were destroyed. What caused the destruction? What was the cause of this destruction? Sorry. A war. B a flood. C a fire. And D an earthquake. I think it's an earthquake, mate.
It's the Great Fire of London.
I know.
The Great Earthquake of London.
You know, obviously London is directly underneath a tectonic plate that constantly moves about. That's why all the Londoners are like constantly rocking. If you know what I mean.
I'm in a rush.
Don't drink all that water.
I'm not going to drink all the water.
It's my mum's water.
Oh.
You gotta be careful. Right. Okay. So we'll go with a fire. Yes.
She never offered me the water.
I did.
We are 3 questions in.
No, we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with.
We're going with a
C
fire.
a fire. Correct. So far, we're doing really well. I
We're
don't
doing- yeah.
know how many we have to do. How often are general elections held in the UK? Well, at the moment, every bloody
Yeah.
year.
Every couple of months.
Every couple of months.
3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or 10 years.
Can you imagine 10 years? That would just be a
Yeah.
nightmare.
You know
that
the
would
answer?
just be-
I know the answer.
Well, so do I. It's 5.
5 years.
Every 5 years. Right.
We'll start flying through these now.
I was going to say, let the audience, if they're playing along, give them a little bit of time.
The audience.
In
No
fact,
one.
In fact, if you want to know what the link is, it's basically if you put in UK citizenship test, it's the second link down, and if you click on that, then it should send you down.
We'll leave a little link in the comments.
Yes, if we somehow do this. Right, okay, so every 5 years is when a general election is normally held in the UK.
Correct.
You're correct, so that's
Let's start flying through these.
number 5. Scotland has its own banknotes, which are valid everywhere in the UK, true or false?
True.
True. It's just that all the dickheads on the cash machines go, oh, I don't know, I don't think we should really. It's true.
It's a good job it was true.
Yeah,
'Cause-
that would have been awkward.
yeah.
But you get all those people, don't you, at co-op. I used to work at co-op, and people used to have Scottish notes, and they said, oh, do you accept this? And I was like, yeah. They go, oh, normally people don't normally accept these because they're Scottish, not English. And I was like, well, they're still British
Valid
banknotes.
currency.
And they look nicer than the English £5. Well, nowadays, the English £5 note is quite nice.
Question number 6.
Sorry, continuing on.
Oh,
What charity works to preserve important buildings, coastline, and countryside in the UK?
okay. The National Trust.
Well, you've got,
Sorry,
we've got
I'm
to go.
sorry.
We've got to go through the. Yeah,
Oh.
So it's Shelter, Age UK, Crisis, or the National Trust. To me, that sounds like some kind of like album
Yeah.
song list. Shelter, Age UK, Crisis. the National- like some. What the police car
Oh.
is my parents.
Oh my.
Oh my!
A police
We're
car.
all going to get. We've had noise.
Maybe they're here for the pirate podcast.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. Right. So
National Trust.
National Trust. So, yep.
Correct.
I don't think it's the real citizenship test, by the way.
No, I think it is.
Okay, whatever.
And because I think it is.
Great Britain refers only to England, Wales, and Scotland.
False.
Because
Northern Ireland.
bless their little hearts.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, they get a false there. Sorry.
What?
Oh shit, no. It's Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Oh, for
Oh.
fuck's sake.
Guys, we're not British citizens.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like leeway to get 1 or 2 wrong.
I don't know.
No, there is definitely
I
leeway.
hope so. But
Because
I
that's a
just-
stupid question.
Well, no, it's not a stupid question because it makes sense. Because if you went to Northern
It's
Ireland,
stupid because we got it wrong.
Yeah, but if you went to Northern Ireland, then you're kind of like I think you have to have different. That's why the.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah, it is actually different, isn't
yeah,
it?
it is because whenever you see like the old like seals and stuff from like a.
We didn't even offer it up to the audience. We just
No,
went
we
for
didn't.
it.
Well, to be honest, we don't have audience participation.
Yeah.
Really, do we?
Let's go to question number 8. I'm a bit upset.
I'm a bit upset with that. Who was the tribal leader who fought against the Romans? Well, there's several of them,
Yeah.
but Cleopatra, Claudia, Boudica, or Boudicca, or Saint Augustine. Saint Augustine is a definite no-no.
Yeah.
Cleopatra wasn't the
She
tribal
didn't
leader.
technically. Well, she did.
Sure,
sort of-
she
did
was-
fight. Did they fight against?
No,
Did the
she-
Egyptians fight
she-
against Romans in her era?
No.
She married Mark Antony. Didn't
She
she
married Mark Antony, and then they both killed each other,
Mm.
or they both killed themselves. Actually,
It's very sad.
very sad. Very Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
That's why Shakespeare actually did. Wrote a
Romeo and
piece.
Juliet.
No, he wrote a piece about Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Claudia, I have no idea, but it must be Boudica, really.
Boudica or Boudicca
Boudicca. Let's not get into
of
that.
Britannia.
Yes, when she was like, "Hey," and before we continue, you may have heard the Boudicca spikes that were on her.
Her armor.
No, when she had chariots.
Oh,
The
yeah,
spikes, they actually didn't exist. That was actually folklore. There's your history lesson. Check. Buddhist
yeah.
here.
Correct.
Done.
Boudicca or Boudica.
Okay. Who was voted the greatest Briton of all time
See,
in
this I found
2002?
a bit stupid.
Mo Farah is on here. So it's Isaac Newton.
No, because this isn't general knowledge. This is what I don't get. Because why would someone need to know who has voted the greatest Briton of all time?
Exactly. Well,
If just to
I think
get in this
I think it's
country.
kind of important because you have to know.
This is just
significant
stupid
people.
though, because, right, the question: Newton or Isaac Newton, Winston Churchill, Alexander Fleming, or Mo Farah? It's probably Churchill, but equally, I think it should be Newton.
I think it should be a lot of other people as well.
Well, yeah.
It's Winston. It would definitely be Winston Churchill because he's just that guy that he was the guy to go to. Isn't
He's the British Bulldog, isn't he?
he? Yeah, and I mean, I
He's
think
also apparently like, really racist. Allegedly. Don't want to get sued.
I was gonna say, dude, don't do that. It's
Well,
fake.
it's not-
It's fake news. It's fake
Yeah.
news. We don't want fake news in our
Sorry,
podcast.
Tom's mum. I'll have another sip of the water.
Good man.
Apologies.
Okay, Winston
It probably is
Churchill.
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Check. Correct.
It is. I think it should be Newton, but whatever.
Or Fleming, because Fleming did create the first ever antibiotic.
That's fairly
Do you
important
know
as
that
well.
my dad was born in the same hospital that Alexander Fleming worked in?
Hmm.
Not at the same time. Fleming.
So you make your dad about 300
Yeah,
years old?
mate.
No.
300
That's
years.
300
About
years.
70 years old. But he's only 60.
Yeah, I was thinking of Newton then for some reason.
Which two houses form the UK Parliament? Do you have to click several? Oh, okay. So you got the Houses of Lords, the House of Members, the House of Commons, and the House of Fraser. It's
Sorry,
Benjamin Hodge has just texted me saying he doesn't even start till 5:30.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, we could have had him for another half an hour.
We might not have got that Northern Ireland or the British question wrong if it wasn't for
Yeah,
him.
he might have actually chipped
And he
in.
could have helped us out here, but I don't think we need too much
No,
help.
I mean House of Fraser is one of them, obviously.
Yeah, House of Fraser is one of the two
And I
houses
think
that
it's
form the UK
also
Parliament.
the House of Members.
Let's not meme it anymore,
But-
because we have got a lot of questions to go.
We have
House of Lords, House, of Commons.
Commons. Check. Bada
Correct.
bing, bada boom.
Well done to anyone at home who got that.
Well done, guys. When did women? This is a good one. When did women get the right to vote at the same age as men?
See, I think this is a trick.
This is a trick one
because
women
when they
got the vote.
was 1918, wasn't it?
1990.
Sorry, the answers are 1918,
18,
28, 38, and 48.
48. It must be. I know 48.
The same age as the bit that's trying to throw us
Yeah,
off.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
though.
pretty sure they had to
Because-
be a lot older to vote in 1990. I thought it was 18, but 1919 when they got
Yes.
the initial vote.
Well, yes. I
But it
think
went
so.
up again.
Yeah, because it was because of the World War One. Obviously, a lot of women worked in the munitions. Same again with World War Two.
And it took them that to realise, oh wait, they're just as important as
Yeah.
men.
Well. Let's not get into that because I think that's still. A
That's
bit.
still going on a bit.
And also, I don't think. Well, just look at the BBC. Their pay gaps. It's ridiculous.
No.
Everyone should be paid the same for the same job. Anyway, I'm gonna say 19.
There's a counter argument to that.
Yeah, 1948.
Do you want to give a counter argument for that? It sounds terrible, but sports.
Mm.
Because football is a business,
Mm.
would you really say that a female footballer should be paid the same amount as Lionel Messi? The best female footballer in the world should be paid the same
Yeah.
amount as a footballer.
Why not?
Because it's all about the money they bring in.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
That's the thing.
Economically, but the thing is that.
Are you saying that?
But football's a very well, not isolated case, but comparison. It's a very specific type of sport.
But with BBC, I agree with you. If they did the same job, they should get the same money.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to stuff like football and entertainment, it is purely money based. Whoever brings in the most money will get the most.
Well yeah.
If you have Cillian Murphy and Jennifer Lawrence in the same thing, Cillian Murphy is. I'm sorry. I like Jennifer Lawrence. I actually do.
Yeah.
But Cillian Murphy is infinitely a better actor than her. He'll get much less money than her. She'll bring more audience.
Exactly.
That's all I'm getting. More. I'm not denying that there's a pay gap or anything. Because, yeah. But I'm just saying with stuff like that, it's very subjective.
I think that in terms of money that's being brought in, obviously men's football is a lot more popular than female.
Well, yeah, it's probably the most popular I don't know the facts, but it's probably one of the most popular things in the world.
Well, football is the most popular sport, but I think the money that's. When you look at the transfer window this year,
It's insane.
it's been stupid.
Man City have spent more on their defence than Congo and like actual. I think it was Bosnia.
Yeah.
They spent more money on their football defence than they spent on their military
No, it's
defence.
stupid. But-
Anyway,
Sorry.
when did the women get the right to vote the same
I think
age
it's,
as
I
men?
think it's 1948 or 1938, one of the two.
For,
Because there were a lot of progressions throughout those couple, like that 30-year period.
48.
Gonna-
Because it's gonna be annoying if it's 18.
Yes, I think it's 48. You should check. You sure about
Let's
this?
do it. Lock it in.
Oh, 28!
28.
Ah, okay, so it says here, 1928, women were given the right to vote at the age of 21, the same as men. Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm glad it was a lot sooner than that.
I'm glad it's a lot sooner, but I wish it wasn't because we've got it wrong now.
Well, bear in mind that back then, you could only vote at the age of 21. I didn't.
Yeah.
I just remembered that. Next.
Who is the head of the Church of England? The Prime Minister, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Pope, or the Monarch?
It's the monarch.
Yeah, it is, because that was literally like set up by Henry the Eighth. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Monarch.
It's not Archbishop of Canterbury.
That was
is-
tempting to put, but I believe it's not changed.
No. Yep, the monarch.
Correct.
We're doing quite
That's
well.
Big Henry did that one.
What sort of event is the Grand National? Rugby, golf, horse racing, or tennis?
I'm not gonna give people time to answer this. It's horse
It's
racing.
horse racing. If you don't know what the Grand National is, then
You're
you,
living in a hole.
you know you are. Okay, what type of literature are the Canterbury Tales? I know this.
Mm.
At least I think I know this. The answers are poems, novels. Ooh, sorry. I'm tired. Novels, jokes, and fables.
Are they fables?
I think they are novels, sir. It was written by it was during the 13th century. It's A Knight's Tale. You know
Yeah.
the guy who's naked.
Oh,
It's him who writes it. The guy who plays it's
his
that's
name
the
is
Pict or something.
is it G-Y?
I don't know. I'm just gonna figure it out. You
No, Google him. No, Google him.
Oh yeah. I'll figure it out afterwards. I'm just gonna say novels. I think it is novels.
Because you said it's written in the 1300s, it makes you think fables, but just go novels.
Fables would be like. I think we're going novels.
Novels. There wasn't many novels around it.
Poems.
Poems.
Oh, it's Chaucer.
Chaucer.
That was it. That was it. Yeah. So it was.
I was
Poems.
about to say, because you said it's the 1300s, I was thinking there wasn't that many novels around back then.
Yeah, but there would have been documentations. I thought, but it's poems. So if you don't know that, Geoffrey Chaucer, he was very good. Ooh, who's that? Big Colin Abbott.
Big Colin Abbott. Hey mate, you finished.
We
I
won't-
better reply to that.
we won't be
Carry on
long.
the next question.
It won't be long. When is Christmas Day?
24th of December,
I think
25th
it-
of December, 26th of December, or 27th.
There's no fucking
It's
point.
the 25th of December.
25th. Check. Bada bing. Who supported King Charles I during the Civil War? Roundheads, the Suffragettes, interesting, the Quakers, or the Cavaliers?
Well,
Quakers! Obviously the
Yeah.
Quakers. No, it's I believe
isn't
it's the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Cavaliers.
Because the Roundheads were World War One.
No, the Roundheads were
Wasn't that the name they used to give them because of the helmets?
Roundheads were the parliamentarians, I believe,
Ah,
who were going against King Charles. Yeah,
Cavaliers,
Cavaliers.
correct.
Who is I've been to the Bayeux Tapestry. So what battle was commemorated in the Bayeux
I
Tapestry?
think I know this one.
If you guys, Waterloo, Trafalgar, Hastings, the Battle of Britain. If you ever get the chance to go to Bayeux, it's a beautiful place. It's got loads of museums other than the Bayeux Tapestry, but you can actually see it's so long. You don't realise how massive it is. It's humongous.
These were the paintings on like canvas and stuff, weren't
Yes,
they?
it was
Of the Battle
sewing.
of Hastings.
Yeah, it was actually so. Battle
And it has the famous picture of Harold Hardrada getting the arrow in his eye, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harold Hardrada was the guy from the Vikings. He was Scandinavian. I'm being really nerdy. My mother's coming home.
Ah,
I'm being really nerdy at the moment.
car is coming.
Harold Hardrada.
this is the thing about doing it in a garage.
Yeah. Harold Hardrada was from the north. Howard Godwinson was our king.
Godwinson.
Yeah.
But Harold Hardrada was in that battle.
No.
No,
No.
I'm completely off.
No, it's all right. Anyway, it's the Battle of Hastings. Okay, that's better.
Probably talk to your mum.
Probably should at some point. Battle of Hastings, correct. I think this will be the last segment we do, by the way, chaps. Where was Anne Boleyn, the wife of Henry VIII, executed? Oh, that's a good question. I think it is the house. I think it's actually the Tower.
It's the Tower of London.
So it's the House of Parliament, Stonehenge. That would have been interesting. Tower of London and Whitehall. We're gonna go Tower of London.
It's the Tower of London, it has to be.
It
I have another
is.
voice crack. I don't know what's going on today.
You're like a 13-year-old boy. Check. Racial crime and smoking in public places are examples of criminal offences.
Yeah, it's got to be criminal. It should be criminal.
Yeah, it should be. There we go.
There we go.
Civil offences.
Yeah, say.
What type of character was played by Charlie Chaplin? Why is this part of the British? It was a tramp. It's a superhero, a tramp, a scientific genius, or a bandit. So we'll go with tramp, won't we? Hello, it's my mother. My mother's here.
No.
Doing a podcast, Mum.
Oh, okay. I'll shut up.
No, it's fine. Come say hello.
Hello.
My mum says
Tom's
hello.
mum says hello.
Yes. It's a tramp. Charlie Chaplin.
We're talking about the not his mum. We're talking about the
No.
character played by Charlie Chaplin.
No, yeah. Okay. So you have to be at least 21 years old to stand as MP. False.
18, isn't it?
18. Because there's that Mari Black lady who's the SNP. She's
Yeah.
19 years old. Yep, false.
Fair enough.
Who developed the radar? Bloody hell.
Oh,
Jesus.
John Logie Bird.
Sir Frank.
That's such a funny name.
That is great, isn't it?
Sir Frank Whittle.
Sir
Christopher
Christopher
Cockerell.
Cockerell. Or Sir. These are great names. Sir Robert Watson Watt.
It's not Sir Robert Watson Watt, I don't
because
think.
he helped with electrical charge, I think.
He's got to be a Sir. He
I
must,
don't-
to have in the radar, I think he would be made a Sir. So John Logie.
Absolutely, I have no idea.
Christopher Cockerell.
Who has the most posh name of all of them?
I think it's Christopher Cockerell.
We're gonna go Christopher Cockerell. Oh,
Robert Watson
Sir Robert
Watt.
Watson Watt. Okay, I got
Like the
confused
radar.
with another Watt.
Yeah.
So he developed the radar. There you go, history lesson. Where is the official home of the Prime Minister? 18 Oxford Street, Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, or 10 Downing Street? 10 Downing
Which
Street.
was 10 Downing Street.
Yep.
Correct.
Last question.
Last question.
This is interesting. Oh my god. By law, which two types of media have to give a balanced coverage of all political parties and equal time to rival viewpoints before an election? Flipping heck, that's an interest. That's a,
Television, internet, newspapers, or radio?
I think it's radio.
I think it's radio and TV.
Yeah, because newspapers are
Because
definitely
the Daily Mail
biased.
definitely don't give a
A balanced
Yeah.
point of view, do they?
on their newspapers or internet
Just
services.
no.
Neither does the Sun.
And the
So
radio has to do it. Let's do.
let's
Shall
go
we?
for it. Let's go for it.
Yep,
Television
correct.
and radio, 24. So, finish quiz.
Right, let's find out the results, chaps.
We've passed the test.
So we are still British citizens.
Luckily, we can stay here. I can go to my gig tonight.
Yeah.
Tom can sleep in his home tonight.
I can sleep easy knowing
We
that I
won't-
don't have to worry about
We
this.
won't be removed from the country anytime soon.
I hope not.
Well,
Well, unless we
well,
do
yeah,
something
no.
silly.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to wrap this up, actually, guys. This has gone on for an hour and 21 minutes now. We don't know how we've done this, and to be honest, it's been a bit of a mess.
But there's going to be a few clunky bits where
Yeah.
we've got to drop things in, where
You'll just hear like a cut, and it'll be really.
it's
really
going to
cut.
sound really horrible for you, so yeah.
But we're going to put this on Facebook. We're going to put this on possibly
Twitter.
YouTube. We'll definitely put it on Twitter.
YouTube.
I don't think I think we can only put links to Twitter, so I think I'll have to make a YouTube account, and then subsequently put that on there, and then we'll put it on Twitter as a
Mhm.
link. We'll probably do the same for Twitter, for Facebook as well. We are this has been a really interesting afternoon,
If anyone has actually listened to the whole thing,
or parts of it at least.
let us know. Let us know what you enjoyed, what you didn't like, what you don't want us to do, what you want us to
give
do.
us
Any other We've got topics left.
We've
If
got
there's anything
loads.
you want us to talk about.
Yeah, give us some ideas. If you want to be part of the podcast, and this is quite serious as well, because we don't want just somebody to go, yeah, I'll do it, and then they'll just
Sit here and not talk about
don't-
anything
or they
interesting.
don't even turn up. We want, and if you have a genuine story, if you're somebody who's part of a charity who wants to just talk about what you're doing, if you're part of a company who needs help with talking about what you do, anything like that, anything to help you or your business or your account on YouTube or whatever, we're happy to help. So yeah,
As long as it's all good cause and a good message.
we're not gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Um,
And don't think for a minute that we think that people are going to be listening to this like it's Howard Stern all of a sudden. We understand that maybe a couple of people might listen to this.
yes, maybe one or two.
If we're lucky. So,
If we're lucky, and we are grateful for you to do that as well. Because
anyone that's listened, thank you.
thank you very much. All right, so we'll catch you guys soon. We don't know when we're going to be doing this next. Possibly next week. I mean, once I get my life a bit sorted out, and Jordan, because Jordan, you got a year off now, haven't you?
I've got, however long I live off.
Okay. We'll try at least me and Jordan, and definitely Ben, because Ben can still be around, can't he?
Yeah, Ben's around for a bit longer.
Yeah, so we'll try and get as much as we can done. Can't promise anything. But thank you for listening. This is my and as we sign off, my mother's here.
I just have a chair.
You want a
You
chair?
can have a chair.
Yeah. Do you want to pass it over, Jordan? So yeah, as we leave,
We'll hand a chair over.
we'll hand a chair over to my mum.
Hello, whoever you are.
Hello, world.
Oh.
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 We have a chair.
We have have a chair.
That was Ben Hodges' chair.
That was Ben Hodges' chair. We won't be too long though, man.
That's okay.
We're just signing off.
We're just about to sign off.
Okay.
That was Alison Patricia Stoneham joining there for a second. So you've met both.
It's
my
our
parents.
second guess now.
Second guest, both my parents. So yes, if you what were we saying? What were we saying?
I believe we're just saying goodbye.
I think we were about to say goodbye, but if you guys would just give us some feedback, how we're doing. We'll probably put this in the description anyway, just to say, because obviously people won't be listening to this all the way through. Right, we'll catch you guys soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening. This has been the Garage Podcast.
Live forever.
Live forever. Oh. Bye.
So.